Today's topic is all about the human eye. The human eye is an essential organ, which interacts with light and is necessary for the sense of sight or vision. Your eyes are at work from the moment you wake up to the moment you close them to go to sleep. They take in tons of information about the world around you, shapes, colors, movements, and more. Then they send the information to your brain for processing so the brain knows what's going on outside of your body. All the different parts of your eyes work together to help you see. First, light passes through the cornea, the clear front layer of the eye. The cornea is shaped like a dome and bends light to help the eye focus. Some of this light enters the eye through an opening called the pupil. The iris, the colored part of the eye, controls how much light the pupil lets in. Next, light passes through the lens, a clear inner part of the eye. The lens works together with the cornea to focus light correctly on the retina. When light hits the retina, a light-sensitive layer of tissue at the back of the eye, special cells called photoreceptors turn the light into electrical signals. These electrical signals travel from the retina through the optic nerve to the brain. Then the brain turns the signals into the images you see. Here I will briefly describe various parts of the eye. The outer covering of the eye is called the sclera. The sclera, or white of the eye, is a protective covering that wraps over most of the eyeball. It extends from the cornea in the front to the optic nerve in the back. The transparent part in front of the sclera is called the cornea. Light enters the eye through the cornea. It covers the pupil, the opening at the center of the eye, iris, the colored part of the eye, and anterior chamber, the fluid-filled inside of the eye. What is the iris of the eye? The iris is the colored part of your eye. Muscles in your iris control your pupil, the small black opening that lets light into your eye. The color of your iris is like your fingerprint. It's unique to you, and nobody else in the world has the exact same colored eye. The round opening in the center of the iris, the colored tissue that makes the eye color, at the front of the eye. The pupil changes size to let light into the eye. It gets smaller in bright light and larger as the amount of light decreases. The transparent portion situated behind the pupil is called the lens. The lens alters the shape to focus light on the retina, with the help of ciliary muscles. It becomes small to focus on objects at a distance and becomes big to focus on nearby objects. Where is the retina located? The retina is at the back of your eye. It's opposite to the lens and pupil. It is the light-sensitive layer that consists of nerve cells. It is like a translator in your eye. When light hits it, your retina converts it to a signal your brain processes and understands. What happens if retina is damaged? Damage to the retina often leads to vision loss. Medical experts explain that when the retina is injured through disease or an accident, blood vessels are affected. The veins carry neurons between the optic nerve and the brain. When they are damaged, neurons die, and the brain doesn't receive visual information. The optic nerves relay messages from your eyes to your brain to create visual images. They play a crucial role in your ability to see. Millions of nerve fibers make up each optic nerve. Damage to an optic nerve can lead to vision loss in one or both eyes. The optic nerve is a bundle of more than 1 million nerve fibers that carry visual messages. You can find two types of optic nerves, which are cones and rods. Cones are the nerve cells that are more sensitive to bright light. Rods are the nerve cells that are more sensitive to dim lights. Did you know that only 1/6 of your eye is even visible to the outside world? And that's just the beginning. Here are some of the fascinating facts about the eyes. Your eyes focus on 50 different objects every second. The only organ more complex than the eye is the brain. Your eyes can distinguish approximately 10 million different colors. It is impossible to sneeze with your eyes open. 80% of all learning comes through the eyes. Your eyes can detect a candle flame 1.7 miles away. Your iris, the colored part of your eye, has 256 unique characteristics, your fingerprint has just 40. Your eyes are comprised of rods and cones. Rods allow you to see shapes, while cones are responsible for detecting and deciphering colors. The average person blinks 12 times a minute, bet you just blinked. The optic nerve contains more than 1 million nerve cells.